What's up guys, Meredith with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're checking out the PowerStop OE Replacement 6-lug brake rotor and pad kit for the front, fitting all 2010 through 2020 two-wheel and four-wheel drive F-150s. Now, maintenance is expected out of every vehicle. The F-150 is no exception, and this set of brakes will be an excellent choice for you if you want a replacement set that's going to be affordable while still getting a set of brakes that you can count on for day-to-day driving and lighter towing and hauling applications. Now, although it is an OE style setup, as it says in the name, this kit will offer an improvement if you want a little bit more than what the factory set can give you without breaking the bank on a high performance brake kit. Now, like I mentioned, this is going to feature more of that factory style design. However, it's going to improve your performance. Now, PowerStop does state that although these are more on the entry level or daily driver side of the performance spectrum, compared to the stock braking system, this is going to offer a 20% increase in stopping power thanks to the construction, which we'll get to in just a second. Now, these mainly will feature that comfortable daily driving characteristics as far as the overall feel is concerned, in addition to that performance increase, while also having low dust and little to no noise at all when it comes to day-to-day braking. Now, this kit is going to include a one-piece blank face rotor with a premium cast iron construction and OE vane configurations, which will maintain the cooling abilities of the rotor to keep your brakes working efficiently over time. Now, the pads that are included in this kit will also be the Z17 pads, crafted from a ceramic compound, which is known to be quieter and a bit cleaner than other compounds, which is a big bonus there. Another addition to the pad is that this is going to be quieter because the shims will have a rubberized dual layer, and the pads will be scorched right out of the box for a fast break-in period. The kit will also come with all of the necessary hardware that you need in order to install these on your F-150, so you're not going to have any questions when it comes to the install. Now, when it comes to the pricing, this kit is going to come in at roughly $250, which is going to make it very affordable for what it is. Now, compared to other options in the category, you will see a lot of higher performance choices, but in my opinion, if you're not doing any super heavy towing, hauling, or have a very high gross weight on your truck, then they're not typically needed. However, if you do want a reliable set that's going to save your wallet while still offering you a great amount of performance in a replacement brake kit, then this is going to be right up your alley. Now, when it comes to install, this will be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 2 hours, an hour per side, to get the job done with the right hand tools and setup. Now, at this point, we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how to get these onto your F-150. So that is going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
Tools required for this install include an impact gun, a caliper spreader, brake clean, a caliper hook, 10, 13, and 21 millimeter swivel sockets, and a microfiber towel. What's up guys? Today we're installing a set of brakes on our F-150, so let's get started. So first things first, I've got a caliper hook in our frame here so that we can hang up our caliper once we take it off. So the first thing we're gonna do before we remove our caliper clamshell is to remove this 10 millimeter bolt in our brake line bracket to give us our extra slack when we hang it up. So I'll take a 10 millimeter socket to get that out. Next, we can remove these two 13 millimeter bolts holding our clamshell in, and then we'll pull that out and hang it onto our caliper hook. So I've got a 13 millimeter socket to pop these out. Next, we can remove these two 21 millimeter bolts that hold in our brake caliper bracket. So I've got a 21 millimeter socket to pop these out. Now lastly, we can remove our rotor. Now ours is pretty loose here, so we can pull ours right off. If yours is stuck to the hub, you can take a hammer and beat around the edges to break that rust free and pop it out. So now we can pop our old pads out of our caliper bracket as well as our hardware and swap in our new ones. I'll pop those brackets out of place. And then we can press our new brackets in the same way we took them out. Next, we can take a little bit of the brake lube that's included in the kit and lube up our brackets. And then we can grab our pads. We're going to lube up the back plate. And then we can slide our pad into place. So now we're ready to install our new rotor. I've got it on here backwards first so that we can clean the backside. So I'll grab some brake clean and a clean microfiber towel and spray down the surface. And then we'll flip it around and clean the front side as well. Next, we can slide our brake caliper bracket over our rotor and reinstall our 2 bolts. And then we'll grab our 21mm socket and tighten these down. So now, since we have thicker brake pads in now, we're gonna have to compress the pistons in our caliper. So I've got a caliper piston compressor. So we'll hook this onto our caliper. Now we can grab our caliper off of our hook and slide that over our pads. And then we can grab our bolts and thread those into place. And then we'll grab our 13mm socket to tighten these down. Now lastly, we can reinstall our brake line bracket and thread in our 10mm bolt. And then we'll grab a 10mm socket to tighten that down. And then you can repeat that whole process on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the PowerStop OE Replacement 6-lug brake rotor and pad kit for the front of your 2009 to 2020 two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive F-150. Thank you for watching, and for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.